how many... What do we have left? Memories of Gray, targets, send scouts to investigate. Oh, right, the amulet. I have to actually do that at the war table before we can set off. Join Liliana at the place. Okay, let's go. I have probably been holding off the amulet thing for too long, so because I keep forgetting just to do it. So let's go quickly and start getting that done, then we can go do Liliana's.
Worship.
I don't know the last time I've been to the war table. Let's see. Boop. Please summon. Thank you. It's Ferelden. What's it called? Obtain an amulet. Contact hero, Sister Liliana. The hero Ferelden answered our messages. She left a letter for the Inquisitor and another to be delivered privately. She also sent goods from her travels that might be of use. We have included them in the missive. Yours in service, Sister Regine. Hardin Hightown. Commander, the Corporal Guards don't particularly appreciate our being here, but they're not willing to turn us away, so I'm calling that a small victory. None of the magistrate's neighbors saw anyone entering or leaving the state. The night of his death, there were no footprints and no signs of forced entry. The guards suspected a courtier hit, but the knife found in the magistrate's back was very expensive, not a disposable weapon. Arjet thinks this wasn't a professional kill. We're checking into knives' origins. Lieutenant Mallory. Okay. Where is the amulet one? Offer from the crows, break Vantori. There it is. Blended in. I know about the Orleans.
Someone's turning into a bit of a dragon hunter, I've heard.
Yeah. I know a wealthy Orlesian noble whose private collection includes jewelry from all over Theos. I doubt he would miss one piece. My Ravani contact says their amulets are held dear, but to protect spirits from the breach, we are willing to help us. Just go.
Inquisitor.
And while we are here, what do we, is there any we haven't, done immediately? So this is an offer from the, did I read the amulet one? I don't know if I read it aloud. Regardless of whether Cole is a demon or spirit, he remains vulnerable to Venatori binding magic. The amulet of the Unbound, used by Ravani seers, is said to protect spirits from such magic. However, finding such an amulet in this part of the world will be difficult. This one. A letter delivered by Skyhold. Its sender claims to be a member of the Antivan Crows, an infamous guild of assassins. We counted your agents in Rosinia. It seems the Inquisition, the Crow share a target. Our employer bears no love for Lord Enzo do too well. Let's just say it's a personal matter. Of course, I imagine your motivations have more to do with the men's to Victor friends. You know the Vantori, we know Enzo. We can compete for the man. Lend us your knowledge and the job will be done far more quickly. You eliminate an enemy, our employer holds a political rival, removes a political rival, and we get paid. Happy ending for all involved. Do we really have to get tangled up with the crows? Our people can handle this. Cooperating with Antivan Crows works to our advantage. They have more knowledge of Enzo, and we have gained contact should we need assistance in the future. The Crows are an unfortunate reality of Antivan politics. They will pursue their contract regardless. We may as well know where they are.
Inquisitor.
And, reparations. Where am I looking? There we go. A letter has arrived, stamped with the seal of Redcliffe. As the Inquisition has assumed responsibility for the Mage Rebellion, the Arling of Redcliffe holds you accountable for the losses suffered by our people, while providing hospitality to your mage allies. A freeholder in Rensphere was burned to the ground with a mage inside when a mage inside lost control of his abilities. 2 farms outside Redcliffe Village have suffered crop loss and structural damage due to a frost spell. 5 people in Redcliffe Village were injured by a lightning spell cast by a panicked children. I trust this matter can be concluded without the involvement of the Crown, RLT, and Huron. I could arrange to pay reparations. It will require a loan, but we can manage it. We can send people to make repairs and might satisfy the Earl.
All right.
How long do we have? 33 minutes, okay. So that'll take their time. Which means actually, let's quickly, how many weapons do I have sitting in my thing? Just quickly go through this. So one-handed would be Cassandra, new, and Blackwall. If he loads, new. Oh, that is Iron Bowl. No. I have no of those. Coal. I doubt those are better. Yeah, no. Bows, so me and Sarah. Yeah, I doubt the one I constructed is going to be better or worse than anything I just randomly pick up. And shields. Cassandra. No, I doubt any of those are going to be better than Blackwall. Or, yeah. Okay. Something I could throw away if we need to once we're in the store. That's not what I wanted. I wanted a map. World map. Left-handed Divine. Yeah, I think this was here. Left-handed Divine. A letter written by Divine Justina and posthumously delivered to Liliana, directed Liliana to visit Valence, a small village on the walking sea. Divine left something in the chantry that Liliana must see. Let's go. Renting a chantry. So let's be, Cole might help at least in being like, hey, we need to calm down now. Please calm down. But we will have to see once there. Also, I don't know. I feel like I keep going like, I haven't used Cole in a while, and I'm like, you use him a lot, actually. I know I use Ferric the most. I like Ferric. He is fun to have around. I need to stretch. Haven't even been sitting for that long. Fort Connor was constructed by young Earl Aemon after the Elysians were driven from Ferelden. It was named in honor by... What's more wondering, it was like... Connor's his son, right? Or like at least the mage kid we helped in Origins. I believe his name was Connor.
It's just as I remember it.
You've been here before.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before. The hero Ferelden and I came here after the Blight to visit Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother.
It's too quiet for comfort.
I didn't expect it to be so... deserted. It makes me uneasy. It's a small village and it's too early for the chant. I'm sure the sisters are somewhere.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lady, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I'd rather not be recognized.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch, that light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of a most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear. I stare up at the breach sometimes. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? You must be careful, Natalie. Justinia's enemies are making their move, vying for position and the Sunburst throne.
You guys done chatting? It's hard when there's two things trying to get my attention at once.
An open heart. Well, that one's quite literal. And morbid. But Justinia always said that compassion was my greatest strength. It is easy. It takes courage to do.
And what was this clue then? Inner circle. Always remember the face sprung from a barren branch. Okay, so it's almost like using this is kind of cheating, to be honest. But eh. The light has no fear of the darkness. I mean, there's a lot of fire going on here, guys.
What was that? Looks like we opened something.
That's also a nice mural. It's not a mural. I can't remember what these exact things called. There we go. Eh. Sorry.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Well played.
Good old Leliano was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize? They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Grand Cleric Victoria?
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her. An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
What were your plans?
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here. She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
Join us, Natalie.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us, join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
I don't like giving the kill order. She is a threat, but I don't like giving the kill to her, so let her go.
Release her, Liliana. She is no threat. The Grand Cleric? She is one woman. We are the Inquisition. The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming. No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
Hidden bottom?
Check again. Perhaps the box itself is a puzzle. She seemed the puzzling sort. No, it's just an empty box. There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
What she said in the fade?
She apologized in the fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant. All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Stop torturing yourself.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore. If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing. Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
For some reason I thought she gets angry at me if I don't get What's that painting again? If I don't have her kill that person. I don't know, I just remember her being angry at me after this. Maybe I did ask her to kill her in the first time I played this. I guess that's a possibility. And back to Skyhold. See where the trouble lays. Hero of Ferelden was the daughter of Bryce Coastland, Terran of Highever. Almost a Terran of whatever. When Earl Hendenhau's forces attacked Castle Coastland and murdered most of the Coastland family, the hero escaped to safety with the Grey Warden Commander Duncan, who then recruited her into the Order. After defeating the Archdemon and ending the Fifth Blade, the hero Fredden took up the mantle of Warden Commander. She began the task of rebuilding the Order in Ferelden, serving with honor until her disappearance several years later. The Inquisition has discovered that she was gone in search of what? What was I in search of? Guys? That's mean. It's too bad we're probably never going to actually see... Actually, that's a good point. What happens if... Because there's a way for your, I need Liliana to return. There's a way to, kill your warden. So if you kill your warden, is that quest just not there? Because, I mean, I don't see many people are going to take up the offer. Or not, actually, if anything, not take up the offer of, like, hey, I'm not gonna have either myself or Colin have sex with you, Morgan. Actually, that's also the thing. If you don't have sex with Morgan, how does that affect, her son showing up?
Grand Cleric Victoire has offered the ambassador support for the Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
You sound happy. Are you happy? Or are you gonna yell at me?
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Liliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
New friends.
I love making new friends. Don't you? It was a gamble, Inquisitor, but it paid off. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
Are you quitting?
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master? Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
Are you angry with Justinia?
Do you resent Justinia for what she did? How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
Does this monologue help?
Does saying all this out loud make you feel any different? Yes, actually. Giving the thought a voice forces me to admit what Justinia did to me. I have to stay true to who I really am, before a spy master left hand or barred. I almost lost myself.
I feel like I did the wrong moves the first time I did this quest thing, 'cause I don't remember her being happy at the end of it.
I received a note from the hero of Ferelden. She misses me. I very much needed to know she was still out there fighting to be with me. Thank you. It is a great relief, and I appreciate you allowing me to send the messenger. Now, can I help you with anything?